properly mounted secure. They are not cracked, bent, or broken. They're working properly, and all of them are amber in color. The 3 in the middle are ID lights, which makes this vehicle a commercial vehicle. The 2 outside ones are my clearance lights, okay? Then I got my driver and my passenger headlight. They're properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. They are clear in color, okay? This is my high beam, this is my low beam. They're properly mounted secure, they're working properly, also clear in color. Up here I got my side marker. It is properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. It is amber in color, and this is multifunctional. It serves as my turnway and my 4-way flashers. Then I got my reflector right here, not cracked, bent, or broken, properly mounted secure, also amber in color, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and open up the hood of my truck. We'll always start over here at the passenger side, okay? I'm gonna start above, right here. I got my hoses right here, okay? I'm gonna check all my hoses, make sure they are all properly mounted secure, make sure there's no abrasion, no bubbles, no cuts, and make sure there is no leaks, okay? Then I got my alternator down here. My alternator, it is properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. The wires are properly mounted secure, they are not ripped, torn, or frayed, and I see no exposed wires. My alternator is also belt driven, so I'm gonna check the belt. Make sure my belt is not ripped, torn, or frayed, and also make sure that there is no more than 3/4 of an inch of play when I pull it from the center, okay? Then back here, I got my exhaust system back there. My exhaust is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure. There's no leaks. I'm looking for any signs of rust or carbon soot. If I see that, that's an indication that there is a leakage. Also back behind my exhaust, I got my DPF, which stands for diesel particulate filter. That is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure. And again, also no leaks, okay? I'm done with this side. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to my driver's side now, okay? You can't see it. The DPF, you can't see it, just point over there to the general area. There's gonna be a couple compartments you can't see. Just point to the general area. Okay, now I'm on my driver's side. I'm gonna go ahead and start right here above, okay? I got my coolant reservoir. My coolant reservoir, it is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure. It is not leaking, and it's also clear in color so I can see the fill mark. If it's low, I need to add some. I add some up here, but I never remove this cap when my engine is hot or on, okay? Then I got my water pump right here. My water pump, it is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure. It is not leaking. It is also belt driven. And I'll check the belt the same way I check my alternator belt. I got my engine oil dipstick right here. It is not cracked, bent, or broken, properly mounted secure, no leaks. The way I'll check my fluid is I'll pull it out, I'll wipe it clean, put it back in, then take it back out and get the proper reading level. If I'm low and I need to add some oil, my filler mark is up here. Back here in the back, you can't see them, but they're hidden, but I got 2 of them right here. I got my air compressor and I got my power steering pump. I'm gonna check both of these compartments, make sure they are not cracked, bent, or broken, make sure they are properly mounted secure, make sure they're not leaking, and these 2 are gear driven, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to my power steering reservoir. My power steering reservoir, it is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure, no leaks. It is also clear in color, so I can see the fill mark. If it's low, I need to add some. I add some right here. My power steering hose, properly mounted secure at both ends. No abrasion, no bubbles, no cuts, and no leaks. Okay. I got my steering column, not cracked, bent, or broken, properly mounted and secure. No excessive play on my steering column, and I got 2 U-joints at both ends. I'm gonna check my U-joints, make sure they are not cracked, bent, or broken. They are properly mounted secure, and they are properly greased. Then I got my steering box. It is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, no leaks. This is also gear driven. Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do my steering suspension, which is made up of 3 parts. These make my tires turn left and right. I got my pivot arm, I got my drag link, and I got my tie rod back here. All 3 of them are properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. And they're properly mounted secure with the castle nut and a cotter pin at both ends. You got one right here, and you got one back there. Okay, now I'm gonna do my rear suspension. In the back right here, I got my front spring mount. It is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure. I got my leaf springs, not cracked, bent, or broken, properly mounted secure. They are not shifted. If I have 4 more leaf springs, I'm allowed only 1 damage. If I have less than 4, I'm allowed no damage. If I get any damage, this truck is out of service. Next are my U-bolts right here, 2 U-bolts. Not cracked, bent, or broken, properly mounted and secure, no hardware missing. I got my shock absorber. It is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure, no leaks, because this does have hydraulic fluid inside. Then in the very back over here, I got my rear spring mount and my shackle. Okay, rear spring mount and shackle. They are not cracked, bent, or broken. They are properly mounted secure, and they are working properly. Okay, I'm done with my whole suspension. Now I'm gonna move on to my brakes. For my brakes, there are 7 compartments to my brakes. I'm gonna go in order. I got my brake hose right here. My brake hose is properly mounted secure at both ends. No abrasion, no bubbles, no cuts, and no leaks. I got my brake chamber. It is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure, no leaks. I got my brake chamber clamp. It is properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, and fully locked around the chamber. I got my push rod right here, not cracked, bent, or broken, properly mounted secure. My push rod should have no more than 1 inch of free play when I release the brakes or I pull it by hand. I got my slack adjuster. It is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure with the cotter pin. Then inside the rim, I got two more brake compartments. I got my brake drum. It is not cracked, bent, or broken. It is properly mounted secure and is free of any oil or debris. I also got my brake lining. It is not cracked, bent, or broken, properly mounted secure. And my brake